were born and raised in Florida, yes?
That's correct.
Yeah. So, so I want to get more into your childhoods. I love to hear those type of stories where, what was the family dynamic like for you? Were you raised in a two-parent household, one-parent household? What was it like? Did you have siblings, cousins? Like, what was the dynamic like for you growing up?
Okay. In the beginning, it was a two-parent household, but you know what? Parents divorced like probably like the month before I turned 7.
Mm, yeah.
So it was a little, how when you go, when you're the child, their only child, and it was a little like emotionally like draining at the time being at that young age. But when my mom and my dad talked to me, they were like, "No, everything's still gonna be fine. We just can't live together with each other. They can't live with each other, but they still love me." So once I knew that, everything was okay after that.
Oh, it was okay for you. I
It
mean,
was
after
okay for
that.
me. It took some
Mm,
time. I'm not gonna
mm,
say it was perfect, but
mm,
it took
right.
time. But it was fine. Now, as far as like how it was just I'm the only child from my mom, but I'm the oldest from my father because I have a younger sister whose birthday was yesterday. She just turned 24. Her name is Taylor.
Hi, Taylor. You
So
said,
it was
wait, when was her birthday?
yesterday, January 13th.
Oh, well, happy birthday to you. Happy belated birthday.
Yeah, that's right. It was
Yeah.
her birthday, January 13th.
Hey, Miss
Hi, Miss
Stevie.
Stevie. We see you.
Yeah, so
We see you, sister.
yeah. Yeah, so I'm glad that that worked out for you because I know a lot of times a lot of parents stay for the children or and to me I think they do it for themselves, but I mean they try to use the children as justification. Sometimes I think they do
Yeah,
that in my
I
opinion.
get what you're saying.
Yeah. But I'm glad that at that age, even at the tender age of 7, they were able to understand, you know what? Let me just let us just part ways while we still can, while it's while we have the opportunity to remain friends. Was it amicable? Because it sounded like it was amicable to me.
Um, it was. Well, you know what? It wasn't amicable. It was because it was mostly a lot of it was my dad because he was mad because my mom didn't want him anymore because she outgrew him.
Oh.
So I think he
Mm.
was just one of those things. If I can't
Oh.
have her, nobody can have her type of thing. But then as time progressed, it got much better.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, because I know that kind of hurts though when when somebody falls out of love with you and you don't even understand why. I don't even think they understand why. I don't even know. Did your mom know why? 'Cause sometimes you don't. She don't even probably don't even
Yeah,
know why.
yeah.
'Cause some
She
yeah.
know the reason why. It was just it wasn't nothing like he did anything wrong. Well, like he wasn't no like infidelity. It was none of that. But it was just that they just grew apart. She got tired of it, and she wasn't taking his crap anymore. And that was basically it. She just said, "Listen, we have a son together. Let's keep it neutral."
Mm-hmm.
And really, if you want me to be honest with you, it didn't start getting better till probably when I was like probably like middle school time. So,
Yeah.
but everything's good.
Right, it was a process at that time. No,
It
I'm
was a
still
process,
yeah,
yes.
because I'm do no, because Tooks, the reason why I'm staying on that for a reason because I just want to be able to kind of get more in depth, with your backstory. I think it's important
Hmm.
because we all have one. Because I mean, you saw a few of my interviews where you've had so many people that came on and spoke on some many of their experiences of their childhood,
Of
and we
course,
all
yes.
have our experiences, and so I
Hmm.
just want people to kind of get to know more of yours because I think because these are teachable moments here, right?
Of
We are
course.
learning. We are learning from each other. We're giving we giving food, we feeding the people, with
Exactly.
this information. So I think it's important. That's why I'm kind of diving more into it. I'm asking more probing questions for a reason because
Hmm.
I want people to understand that when as adults, we see us adults now, but before we became adults, we were innocent, fragile children that we had to
Exactly.
endure. We had to endure so much, and
Exactly.
it starts from the beginning. It starts from home. So that's why I wanted to kind of get more
Exactly.
into that. So now the next thing I want to get into now, once the parents, divorced and you said you were 7 years old and you said like once they explain to you that it's not, they, doesn't mean that they love you any less, it's not your fault, but this was the best decision. So based on that decision, did you go between homes? Like go between um mother and father?
To be honest with you, my mom had custody of me.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's primary custody. But did you
Yeah.
still have time? Was your father still present though?
To be honest with you, he was in and out.
Oh, he was in it. Okay. And so when you say in and out, can you tell me a little bit what that looked like? And like in your experience, like we say in and out, it was sporadic, you know, of the visits or
The visits would be more like whenever it was like he didn't really have time for me. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. He didn't have time, but
mm,
in the day, it's made me have thicker skin and not really, you kind of question people sometimes, trust issues with like some people, but it made me actually more stronger because at the same time he was in and out, but at the same time he was just more about trying to just he was all about himself. That's all I'm gonna say. But at the same
mm,
time, doesn't mean I didn't love him, but at the same time, he still had a lot of growing to do.
okay, got you. And so and with that, like did you um at some point have the conversation with him as to why he wasn't as present or because I'm thinking that because I was wanted to ask you also, do you believe in your own perspective? Do you believe that him not being as present had anything to do with his projecting his heartbreak towards your mom?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
Oh,
I think that was more of just him really just he has a selfish like ways. But I think the thing with him is that he didn't really have like I'm gonna be honest with you, he really didn't have his father in his life. He only saw his father like 2 or 3 times in his life.
mhm,
So he didn't really know how to be a good dad. So it was just
mhm,
hard for him to get that point across. But to answer the beginning of what you asked, we've talked about it, but not that much. We'll talk about bits and pieces, but I'm always open to actually like having a conversation with him about certain stuff, but he's not really receptive sometimes of certain when you try to bring up stuff because he likes to flip it and turn like he likes to get a little extra sometimes.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
But at the same time, he just didn't want to. He doesn't like to confront issues like on the spot. He's good at preaching it, but he could dish it, but he can't take it.
Oh,
That's all I
yeah,
should have
yeah,
said.
yes, yes, yeah. So now you said that your siblings are on your father's side as
Yeah,
your
yeah, my little
siblings.
sister.
So did you see a change in how he parents from parents you versus his other children? Yes, your
Yeah,
siblings?
yeah, of course I did.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, yes, we love you too, Miss Stevie.
Oh, we
Yeah.
love you too.
Yeah, so and Sebastian, how are you? Thank you for being here. I'm just gonna
Hello, Sebastian. How
say
are
hi
you?
to the guest real quick.
We're
Yeah.
doing good. I'm doing good. I
Yeah.
can't complain, Sebastian.
Yes, and no, yes, Faith is my actual name. That's a play between my name as well as the scripture. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So that is a play on both my name and the scripture. So yes, that's my name.
Mm-hmm. That is
Mhm.
correct.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah, I think I wanted to make sure I acknowledge the people. Yeah, hello. Was it
Hey.
Zalian? Please forgive
Yeah,
me. I'm
that's how I was
messing
gonna
names.
pronounce it.
And Dario, shout out to you as well. Thank you so much for
Ariel,
being here.
hey, how are you?
Yes. Yeah, thank you for letting me do that, Kenneth.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. So now I wanna get into okay, so let me before I get to the elementary junior high school stuff,
Hmm.
I just want to touch one real quick on the dynamic between you and your mom because a lot of times when the father's not as present, being a single mother, it does have an effect on the son. And even though mother and son relationship is like no other, I get it, because
Hmm.
that's how it is. But we still need that positive male influence. Did you have those? Did you have that?
Oh
Even
yes. Oh
okay.
yes.
Mhm. Yeah, and, so, like, was it, like, any, like, uncles, teachers, cousins?
It was uncles, cousins. Yes, some Yeah, you had teachers. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Yes,
Did you grow up in a church? Because you like a church boy. You like a church
yes,
I could
yes.
tell. I could tell. Was you Kojic?
Was that what?
Was you raised Kojic
What do
or
you mean by
Baptist?
that? Baptist?
Church of God in Christ. Oh, okay,
No,
Baptist.
Baptist. Baptist.
Baptist. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. I figured that. So that also helps me too, because I always want to make sure that I be mindful of people's spiritual beliefs before I move forward. So thank you for that.
No, you're good.
All right.
You're good.
Yeah. So all right. So now I want to get into oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, the single mother thing. I'm sorry. Let me I
Oh,
want
you
you
want
to
to know the
explain
question
that.
about how it was? No,
Yeah, how it was.
we have a great relationship.
So you
Mom,
okay.
yeah, we have a great relationship. We're like best friends.
Aw. Yeah, so shout out to mom. Yeah. So now
Even
I
though at times
always
she get on my nerves, but I still love
oh,
her.
oh, of course, of course. And I know you get on hers too. So it, it goes
Of
both
course,
ways, of
mutual.
course. And
Of
always an
course,
even,
yeah,
it's an even Steven. We understand.
exactly.
Yeah, so I want to get into because I like to hear the stories about junior elementary and junior high school. Because like I said, a lot of us don't touch on that too much,
Yeah,
or we don't
yeah.
share too many memories of junior high and elementary school.
Mhm.
So well, did you during that time, elementary, junior high school, were you in any activities? Do you remember how well you did in classes, or like what is that experience like for you? Do you
I
have
did
fond
very
memories?
okay. I did very well in school. It was just that when I remember it was my second grade teacher was actually my third grade teacher also. She was not that nice to me,
Hmm.
but it was
Why?
because of my father. Because my dad was that type. He wanted to be involved in everything, even though my mom had full custody and everything. He wanted to just be nosy, and he kind of made the teacher upset. So she took it out on me.
Oh.
So
Well,
and he used to, because he used to no, just she used just be
oh,
mean for no reason.
right.
But she had a nasty attitude, but it was because of how he approached the situation.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, do I did it piss me off? And thinking about it now as an adult,
Right.
yes, it
You were
did.
a child. I mean, yeah.
Because I told my mom about it. My mom took care of that situation. She shut it down
Okay.
because she thought I wasn't that smart.
Mm.
And you know how it does when you have low self-esteem when you're in elementary school.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's
it was
see,
like,
that's right. That's
yeah,
another
so it
reason
made you
why I
feel,
like to hear.
yeah, she
I
was
like
trying
to
to make
hear
me
it.
feel
Yeah.
like I was dumb, but it came back to haunt her because when I got advanced to fourth or fifth grade, I had number A's or B's.
So why did she think that she was delayed? Like it's because were you like more quiet in the class, or you didn't talk as much, or were you struggling in a certain subject? Like why did she believe that you were incapable?
To be honest with you, I think because of how my dad approached her, she just, you know how how some teachers are when the parent approaches the teacher, they take it out on the child instead of
Yeah.
just talking about it privately to maybe the parents. But I think
Mm,
it's one of those where you know how they go
mm. Okay.
so it was that type of thing. But it's okay because she was a older white lady, so sometimes some of them they automatically think when you're a person of color, when you're black, and especially if you're light skinned, they just look at you like, okay, are they really smart or what's going on? But I don't. At the end of the day, what that situation happened is done with, and the proof is in the pudding, and the
Yeah, you
karma
said
came
you
back. The karma
right.
came back to haunt her.
Mm, yeah. But karma, when you say karma came back, you saying like do your grades or something else?
Both. It was my grades show that I had A's and B's, and I had a very high GPA and knowledge because she thought I wasn't. I was really smart in those grade levels. I think she was just jealous because I gravitated more than some of the other students did, but she
Mm,
had favoritism.
got it. Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah. So yeah, but I'm sorry, you ain't have such fond memories. But when you went on to junior high school, like what was that like? Did you still maintain the grades? Were you
Oh
involved
yeah,
with any,
oh yeah.
were you, okay. Were
I
you
didn't
involved in
really
any
I didn't do
extracurricular
no-
activities?
I didn't do the extracurricular activities to be honest with you because you know what's so funny? I did what I was supposed to do in school, but as far as the extracurricular activities, you know how sometimes when you go to middle school, they don't make you feel welcome. That's
Mm,
how I felt. Even though I had my same friends from elementary school and middle school, it still was like people they judge. They when especially if you present yourself, you're well mannered, you present yourself, and you're polite. They like to pick on you and say every stupid
mm.
rumor in the book about you.
But where these rumors come from? Like, what would they say?
I think they were just jealous. You know, people, you know, when they're insecure and they're jealous, they just want to say whatever they want to say because, you know how they say hurt people hurt people?
Right.
I think they was hurt maybe from something that happened in their
Yeah.
childhood.
Yeah, because that's where bully behavior comes from normally, when it's
Hmm.
insecurities or they going through trauma, within their
Hmm.
household and they take it. But I'm saying, but like in your own perspective though, like what would be like what made you draw to that conclusion that they were jealous of you? Like what in particular, what made you believe
They were
that?
just no. You just hear stupidness. You know when you hear stupidness, but they just say it behind your back, but they can't say it to your face.
Mhm. Mm.
So as I got older, I just was like, okay, they'll be all right. Because at the end of the
Okay.
day, they
Mhm.
just was talking. But at the end of the day, if you have no proof and you just talking, why should I even give you attention?
True. And you learned that even at that time, you learned to just ignore it. You even at that time, because some people, especially at that age, as a child, you just have no, you try to, respond in in the most assertive way possible and aggressive way possible, so that way they understand that you still demand respect.
Yeah, but at the same time, they never came to say nothing to my face. So I feel like if you
Mm,
can't say nothing to my face, why should I give you the energy?
yeah, true. I agree. Yeah. So so how was that like? I mean, so you still maintain grades. You said you wasn't in any extracurricular activities at that time, but what else have you as far as you can recall, what else would you in high school did you learn, like, or did you gravitate towards, or what type of experiences did you take with you from that age?
Um, okay, with middle school, since we're done with that, going into high school. High school it took a, I got to know my friends. I was, how can I put it without traumatizing and being long winded about it? High school, you try to find yourself as a teenager. Um,
Yeah,
I was
self
always like into
discovery.
like my major when I graduated from the college was like radio and TV broadcasting. I was into that, like radio, the
Oh,
TV was the
it started in
part.
high school.
Yeah, I was in high school. That's what I really started to know it.
Oh,
But I
okay.
didn't do like because they have like the TV. You know how they used to have like little TV, little broadcasts, like in different schools and everything back in the day. But when I was in high school, they didn't have that. But they had different like classes and all everything. I started to notice everything like when it came to like music classes and just
Yeah.
like the arts. I was like that's why like I aced a
Right,
lot of.
right. Of course, of course. What high school did you go to?
It was because I was in Broward County high school, so it was like near my high school. And it's so funny because a lot of people who you guys know went to the high school who are very
Life?
famous. Okay, one person who went there, but I
Mhm.
don't know if he graduated there was Johnny Depp.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You say you don't know he graduated yet because I know he started
No,
acting
because
young.
when they talked about his story, I
Yeah.
know when I saw
Yeah.
it, I didn't know if he had graduated or not because
Right.
you know how they tell you one side of the story and you don't really know everything. And
Okay.
then a lot of my childhood friends are people that you guys have seen that I've went to school with, like from middle school going into high school, like Pleasure P from Pretty Ricky.
Oh.
Who is it? Urban Mystic.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
those two are childhood. They were classmates of mine.
Mm.
So we always still became so friends. We're
You
still friends to this
still
day.
friends, right, right, right. Did you
It's
have
just weird.
did you have them on your platform at all? Did you have them on your platform yet?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. You better get that. You gotta get on that.
Well, no, we got to see how their schedules are.
Yeah, I know, right? That's true. That's true. Yeah, but gotta make that happen though. Gotta,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
let that be in the making.
I'll
But
put
yeah.
you